Okay, everybody, 7:03 p.m. We are starting the board meeting of the Mental Health and Recovery Service Board of Seneca, Sandusky, and Wyandotte County, May 28, 2020. Guests that I have on the line are Valerie and Melanie from NAMI. We do have three board members missing tonight: Jimmy Young, Kelly Hoover, and Alexandra Roja. We will start with the presentation of minutes of the April 16, 2020 WebEx meeting. Robin, would you please read the motion?
To approve the April 16, 2020 WebEx audio-video minutes of the Mental Health and Recovery Services Board of Seneca, Sandusky, and Wyandotte Counties.
Can I have a first? I see Dean, he raised his hand. Can I have a second?
I'll second, Karen.
Karen? Any discussions? The meeting video and audio was sent to you, and it's also on our website. If there are no discussions, everybody please say aye.
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 Thank you. Motion pass. We are moving into the committee reports. Administrative committee will be the following motions: approving fiscal year 2021 contracts, including Seneca, Sandusky, Wyandotte County levies, as well as state and federal allocations. Robin, will you please read the next motion?
To authorize the executive director to enter into a contract with the following agencies utilizing fiscal year 2021 Seneca County levy contingent upon availability of funds. Firelands Counseling and Recovery Services, $216,750. Sandusky County Adult Probation Department Reentry Services, $30,000. Oriana House, $50,000. Seneca County Family and Children First Smile and Wraparound Services, $40,000. NAMI of Seneca, Sandusky, and Wyandotte Counties, $40,000. Hope and Fostoria, $15,611. Prevention Connections LLC, $30,000. Seneca County Juvenile Court, $45,000. New Housing Ohio, $30,000. A Little Faith Ministries or Factor Support Group, $10,000. Total amount allocated out of Seneca County levy, $507,361.
All motion.
Thank you, Celinda. Can we have a second, please?
Ruth Watson, I'll second.
Thank you, Ruth. Any discussions? All right, for these motions from here on, I'm going to read roll call. Dean Bliss.
Yes.
Pat Del Torco.
Yes.
Karen Van Horn.
Aye.
Luke.
Yes.
Ruth.
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
Dee.
Yes.
Pamela.
Yes.
Marcus.
Yes.
Celinda.
Yes.
Motion passed. Motion number 3. Robin, would you please read it?
To authorize the executive director to enter into a contract with the following agencies utilizing fiscal year 2021 Sandusky County levy contingent upon availability of funds. Firelands Counseling and Recovery Services, $195,969. Sandusky County Adult Probation Department Reentry Services, $22,500. Oriana House, $87,907. Sandusky County Family and Children First Wraparound Services, $22,500. NAMI of Seneca, Sandusky, and Wyandotte Counties, $36,000. Sisters Recovering and Planting the Seeds of Hope, $13,500. Clyde Court Specialized Docket, $14,850. Mama's House, $49,500. Sandusky County Health Department Prevention Partnership Coalition, $45,000. Sandusky County Juvenile Court, $89,116. New Housing Ohio, $30,000. Total amount allocated out of Sandusky County levy, $606,842.
Can I have a first to approve this motion?
I approve.
There was Marcus.
Second.
Was that Tony?
No, it's me, Pat.
Pat, thank you, Pat. Any discussions? I'm going to start roll call. Dean Bliss,
Yes.
Pat,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes.
Luke,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Dee,
Yes.
Pamela,
Yes.
Marcus,
Yes.
Celinda.
Yes.
Motion passed. Thank you. The next motion, Robin, please.
To authorize the executive director to enter into a contract with the following agencies utilizing fiscal year 2021 Wyandotte County levy contingent upon availability of funds. Firelands Counseling and Recovery Services, $65,733. Wyandotte County Family and Children First for the Way and Mentoring, $34,000. Oriana House, $5,000. NAMI of Seneca, Sandusky, and Wyandotte Counties, $10,000. Wyandotte County Health Department Life Skills, $27,520. Open Door Resource Center, $10,000. New Housing Ohio, $10,000. Community Counseling Services, $12,000. Total amount allocated out of Wyandotte County levy, $174,253.
This is Dee. I make the motion.
This is Karen. I second it.
Any discussions? I will start with roll call. Dean,
Yes.
Pat,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes.
Luke,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ruth,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Dee,
Yes.
Pamela,
Yes.
Marcus,
Yes.
Celinda.
Yes.
Motion passed. We are moving on to the next motion for state and federal allocations. Robin, would you please read the next motion?
To authorize the executive director to enter into a contract with the following agencies utilizing fiscal year 2021 Ohio MAS state and federal allocations contingent upon availability of funds. Firelands Counseling and Recovery Services, $1,544,548. Oriana House, $150,000. Wyandotte Counseling Associates, $48,000. Community Counseling Services, $15,000. NAMI of Seneca, Sandusky, and Wyandotte Counties, $125,000. Carla Davis, $3,000. Vicky Roofing, $3,000. Bem and Henry LLC, Attorney at Law, $3,000. Managed Resources Unlimited, $6,000. Erie, Ottawa Mental Health and Recovery Services Board, $80,000. Seneca County Family and Children First Council, $4,000. Sandusky County Family and Children First Council, $4,000. Wyandotte County Family and Children First Council, $43,132. Sandusky County Task, $258,489. Sandusky County Health Department, $29,601. North Central Academy, $9,800. Prevention Connections, $14,132. A Little Faith Ministries, $45,900. Total amount allocated out of fiscal year 2021 Ohio MOS allocations, $2,386,602.
I'll motion. Celinda.
Ruth Watson, I'll second.
Any discussions about this motion? Roll call. Dean?
Yes.
Pat?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Luke?
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes.
Dee?
Yes.
Pamela?
Yes.
Marcus?
Yes.
Celinda?
Yes.
Motion pass.
You forgot Tony.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Tony.
No problem.
We are moving on to program committee and the discussions and proposed motions we had last week on Wednesday night. Robin, would you please read the next motion?
To authorize the executive director to distribute copies of fiscal year 2019 independent peer review report conducted by Juliana Counseling and Consulting LLC for Firelands Counseling and Recovery Services and for Oriana House, to the Firelands Regional Medical Center Board, to the Oriana House Board, and to the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services.
I'll motion.
I'll second it. Dean.
Marcus and Dean, I was just waiting for this to happen. Any discussions? Dean Bliss,
Yes.
Pat,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes.
Luke,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Tony, Tony, are you there?
Yeah. Did you get it?
Yes, I got it now. Dee,
Yes.
Pamela,
Yes.
Marcus,
Yes.
Celinda,
Yes.
motion passed. I don't think I missed anybody this time. The next motion is regarding implementation of and amending policies regarding Lotus Recovery House. Robin, would you please read the next motion?
To authorize the executive director to implement and amend the following policies and procedures related to Lotus Recovery House: resident house rules, resident handbook, emergency safety and property policy, safety signature forms, safety and fire drill forms, alcohol drug testing policy, and the volunteer ethics and standards agreement and orientation form.
This is Dee. I make a motion.
Second.
Was that Tony?
Dee made the motion.
Dee was
Yeah.
first and Tony seconded. Okay. Roll call. Dean,
Yes.
Pat,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes.
Luke,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Dee,
Yes.
Pamela,
Yes.
Marcus,
Yes.
Celinda.
Yes.
Motion passed. Motion number 8. Robin, would you please read the next one?
To authorize the executive director to amend the fiscal year 2020 Seneca County levy contract with Great Lakes Community Action Partnership for the Fosteria Youth Bill Program by extending the contract end date through October 31st, 2020.
Can I have
A
a
motion.
Ruth Watson, I'll make a motion.
Second.
I have Ruth made a motion, Pat seconded. Any discussions? I will go with roll call. Dean,
Yes.
Pat,
Yes.
Karen, Luke,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Tony, Tony,
Yes.
Dee,
Yes.
Pamela,
Yes.
Marcus,
Yes.
and Celinda.
Yes.
Motion passed. Next motion, please, Robin.
To authorize the executive director to enter into a contract with Firelands Counseling and Recovery Services specific to SAMHSA Emergency COVID-19 Grant in the amount not to exceed $84,377.19 contingent upon availability of funds.
I'll make the first motion. This is Dean.
Second.
Dean first, Marcus second. Any discussions? We have not received the funds yet, but we are hoping to receive them in the next few weeks. So let's go ahead with roll call. Dean,
Yes.
Pat,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes, and yes on the last one too. I knocked myself off. Sorry.
okay. Luke,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Dee,
Yes.
Pamela,
Yes.
Marcus,
Yes.
Celinda.
Yes.
Motion passed. Okay, it wasn't that painful. We got through the motions. There's really no old business or new business to discuss. And we are at my report. And first thing I would like to mention is any of you guys or the public, if they would like to see or listen our discussion from the committee meeting, they propose these motions. Those links to the videos are on our website, where the board members discussed and proposed these motions for tonight's meeting. Another item of discussion is usually during our May board meeting, we discuss or select a few board members to recommend officers for the upcoming fiscal year. And because we don't have our traditional in-person meeting, I would like to make sure we have a chance to discuss it tonight via this conference call. Currently, Karen is our chairperson. Marcus is our first vice chairperson. Pat is our second vice chairperson, and Dean is our secretary. I had discussions with all four of our officers, and Karen will like to step down from the chairperson role. And traditionally, we try to go in line and ask the next person in line if they would like to move up. And I did have discussions with Marcus, Pat, and Dean, and all of them have been in agreement that they would like to continue and move up and remain in officer's role. So we will have the secretary position open. I want you guys to know that we always try to have a representative from each of our 3 counties in the 4 positions. And currently, Karen is the only Wyandotte County board member. This will change beginning July 1, but for the moment, Karen is the only Wyandotte County board member. So I also called Karen and I talked to her, and I recommended that she remains or takes on the secretary role, which she said that she will accept that. So I do want to open it up for discussion, see if any of you guys have any recommendations, if any of you guys maybe will be interested in an officer role as well. I'm not recommending a motion tonight. The motion will be during our June meeting, but I just want to open it up for discussion. Any questions?
I'm sorry, Mircea, could you just clarify? Then it would be, the slate would be Marcus as chair, Dean as first chair, Karen as secretary, is Pat staying as second chair?
No, he's first.
Pat will be the first chair, and Dean Bliss will be the second.
Okay.
So everybody's kind of moving up a step, and
Move up.
because Karen currently is the only Wyandotte County board member, I think we kind of have to keep her in some role. So she accepted the secretary role, but it's not that that's necessarily a written rule. So if there are any other recommendations, we can look at new names. You guys can bring up any other recommendations. Again, if this will be a motion proposed during the June board meeting, you can still make recommendations during our upcoming committee meetings. But as of today, if everybody just kind of moves up, we will have Marcus as the chairperson, Pat first vice chair, Dean second vice chair, and Karen secretary for fiscal year 2021, which will begin July 1 of this year. Okay, if there are no other questions, I'm gonna move on. We have agreed to continue with our 7 p.m. time for the June committee meetings as well as the June board meeting. Expect that next fiscal year we'll probably have to go back to our traditional 4:30 p.m. time. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to meet face to face or not. It's a little too early to say. I'm not sure if we're gonna use WebEx or something else. We're gonna try to use the best platform we can get to make it easier for board members as well as the public. But again, just remind everybody we're gonna continue to have committee meetings in June. June 15 will be the admin committee at 7 p.m. June 17 program committee at 7 p.m. and the June board meeting will be June 25th at 7 p.m. Again, after June, expect to move back to the 4:30 p.m. start time. Any questions?
Yeah, last time I thought you said that we don't have a meeting in July. Is that correct?
Correct. So the board approved a 2020 calendar year 2020 calendar, I believe in October of last year, and July is the month off. We have no meeting scheduled for July. That's correct. If you guys would like, I can resend the calendar. I also believe it's on our website. So again, we have committee meetings and board meeting in June. Then July will be off, and then we're going to restart back in August with our regular times. Unless something major happens that we need to take actions right away, we could call a special or emergency meeting, but I don't see that happening. Okay, I do want to update you guys about 2021 budget from the state. We didn't receive any allocations yet. I am glad though that we approved the contracts tonight to have them in place, because I believe we will see our allocations very close to July 1. Is my understanding that OBM extended the deadline to the State Department until middle of June to submit their proposed budget. So we as boards will probably not see any allocations until the very end of June. It is something that the admin committee will look at when we see the budget amounts to see if we are getting a significant reduction or not in our budget. But I don't have anything else to share at this time. Another item that I believe all of you guys voting for, we send it to the local media. I already saw it I already seen this posted in 2 different newspapers, but we are having a public records meeting on June 4 at 4:30 p.m. Members that are mandated to be at that meeting, it's really just the chairperson. So Karen will be at that meeting with myself and the staff, as well as Christina, our board attorney. This is our public records annual meeting where we are looking at the retention schedule. So if you have any questions, please let me know. If you would like to join, and maybe you don't have the information, please let me know. We can send you the email. Phone number should be already posted on our website. Any questions? All right. One other item I do have tonight is, during the program committee, I updated the members about the potential implementation of QRT in Seneca County. I had meetings with Tiffin PD and the Drug Task Force Unit, and the goal is to implement a QRT team in Seneca County by middle of July. At that time, Pat asked a question, and I said I'm going to follow up on that. The question was if everybody who overdoses in the county will be charged. The official answer that I receive is not everyone will be charged. They said that the first and second time somebody overdoses, they are not being charged. They are just kind of keeping a log of the names. But the third strike, which means the third overdose, they will be charged. They said, however, that people that are on probation will probably not get the first and second chance. So if you're on probation, you overdose, you could be charged the first time. So again, that's the answer I see from them. I follow back up on that question. QRT is really a team made out of law enforcement and behavioral health team to go and respond to people who overdosed, and the goal is to engage them in treatment. The goal is not to end up into incarceration, but the goal is to ensure they access treatment. Do you guys have any questions?
No, just to add to that the way that law is written is if they are on any community control or sanction, they are not immune to being charged. So a lot of people don't understand that. But yeah, I mean, I've had some people that thought that they could get that and be good from the common police court for being charged as felony once they came back. But then they realized that they were on a term of community control, so they can be charged down the road. I've had a couple of them that after results came back from the lab, they were indicted.
Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
The goal here, so everybody kind of know, the goal here is for our QRT team to respond to the community twice per week. So let's say every Monday, Thursday, to respond to all known overdoses and trying to engage those individuals in treatment. I know Marcus, that when the drugs are being sent to a lab to get tested, sometimes it can be a few weeks or even months later by the time they get the results. I'm not exactly sure how they're going to work that out, because if we respond to a home and engage them in treatment, I'm not sure if they want to charge them then. But again, I don't know that yet.
Yeah. And I'll follow it, wait to hear back from you too. But I know that what we've been doing with some of those are, the good thing about if they are indicted on that level are some of those treatment options that maybe the outpatient services weren't successful, but common police has a little bit more tools and resources at their hand than a municipal court level. So if they are indicted, those courts can work together in conjunction to get them into a higher level of care. But those are some things that we're just starting to cross now. So we'll see how those go with some of those charges coming down the way.
And just to remind everybody, Seneca County will receive a grant to buy a vehicle. They will be utilized just for this project. And we are literally just in the middle of developing procedures for this program from the clinical perspective. So I will let you know how this develops. We can open up for any discussions or even public comments at this time. Any questions for us?
I just had a quick question from our program committee meeting. Lotus House was requesting a fire pit, and we kind of had to do a few things with that. How is that going?
Well, I haven't done anything with that because the board didn't take formal action. But since tonight's meeting and the approval of the changes with the policy and the form, we'll be moving forward with that. And we'll just be getting the quotes on the fire pit. And we had a volunteer willing to come and look at the home to make sure we do it the right way. So we'll have that person come in and give us recommendations.
Mircha?
Yes.
It's Dee. I just wanted to thank you for the press release to recognize May as Mental Health Month. And I wondered if it's been picked up by any of the media, papers specifically in the board areas.
Thank you, Dee. I wrote, I believe, 2 different press releases back to back. The first one was May as Mental Health Month. I think I even added a picture in that press release, the picture that I shared with you guys in my memo. I believe the Daily Chief had that listed or printed, and my second press release, I believe, were Seneca News Daily and Daily Chief who printed those, but I'll have to double check. I do want to let everybody know that sometimes with press releases, every newspaper kind of has a different policy. I know, for example, AT, they had some changes in management in the last year and a half or so. And some newspapers accept press releases. Actually, all of them accept press releases, but some of them might print them only once a week or once a month. And it's not a guarantee that they will get in. Usually what's guaranteed to get in is if we do an interview or if we call them to come to some event or some meeting to get that kind of coverage. And just to go back a little bit, our practice, 5-7 years ago was that we were writing one press release a month at least about various behavioral health topics. And again, once these practices have been changed, I try to kind of change our practice, and now I'm trying to get them for an interview based on other things. Or if we have an important meeting at the board office, I try to get them in. Or if we get an important grant, I try to have them do an interview on me, because then I know it's a guarantee story. So again, the thank you, but I'm not sure exactly who printed it. I can try to check, but unfortunately it's kind of out of our hands. Obviously, social media and Instagram or Facebook, we are posting those things, but we can't really control the newspapers.
Right. Well, thank you for doing that.
Any other questions? Well, I hear none. We'll move to adjourn then.
I'll motion.
Rabia,
second.
Would you please read it?
Yeah, to adjourn the May 28th, 2020 meeting of the Mental Health and Recovery Services Board of Seneca, Sandusky, and Wyandotte Counties.
Who was that, the motion first?
Marcus, I motion.
Second?
I'll second.
Pat? Discussions about adjourning? I don't think so. All right. Roll call. Dean?
Yes.
Pat?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Luke?
Yes.
Ruth?
I think we lost her. I think we just lost her.
Tony?
Yes.
Dee?
Yes.
Pamela?
Yes.
Marcus?
Yes.
Celinda?
Yes.
Motion passed. I want to make sure we don't lose enough, so we don't have a quorum. We can finish the meeting. Well, last thing again, I want to remind everybody, if you feel like you need more information from us due to WebEx meetings, please always call our office. We'll have everything available, or if you have any questions. With this, unless anybody has anything else to add, I don't hear anything. We are going to adjourn at 7:41 p.m. and I will stop the recording and the streaming.